Continue with beautiful sunshine, lots of dry air around our area, and that's kind of the problem. But there's going to be a little bit of change as we get to next week. I'll be explaining that and talking about it today. As I mentioned yesterday, all the stormy weather is right about here. So as this monster area of low pressure affects all of the Great Lakes in the Northeast, we're getting frontal systems that are dry moving down into our area. That's exactly where the last one came from. Here's another one for Friday night that'll affect us over the weekend, and there's probably another one behind that as well. But again, a northwest flow basically coming from here is a air mass that has no moisture in it. It's not connected to the Gulf or to the Pacific or to the Atlantic. So when we get frontal systems straight out of the northwest, we get generally dry air. The stormy weather is out here, and the very pleasant weather, quiet under high pressure, is out there. So we're wondering where the next big storm's coming from. Should be coming from the southwest, from the Pacific, because these are not really moving in our direction. So we'll take a look at your temperatures as we get into the weekend. Well, Friday, wow, what a day. That's going to be, lunch outside. Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. Lunch at the park, at the picnic, it's going to be outdoors for sure. A little bit cooler and windy on Saturday, Sunday, but it's still a sunny weekend, looking good. MLK Day on Monday is looking good because temperatures are moderate and there'll be some clouds, but not enough to really mess things up. But then after Tuesday, we start looking at hopefully a chance for some sort of precipitation around here. We continue with the burn bans, and although we don't have one for Victoria or Goliad County or Jackson County, here's my 2 cents. Just be very cautious over the next 3 or 4 days. We're going to be very dry, 20% humidities, and vegetation is now going dormant. So, we'll all be cautious, and then we'll all be fine, and we'll make it out to the other side. For tonight, we are actually going to pick up a little bit of a south wind. That's why it's not going to be quite as cold. And then tomorrow, with all that sunshine and a south wind, we'll get up into the 70s. But you can see right about here, coming in on Friday night, yep, there's that next north wind blowing through, and it'll be rather blustery on Saturday, but again, dry air from the north. We take a look at the big picture, and as I mentioned earlier, this is where the stormy weather is. Now, when you see blue, that's cold. You get it? And when you see orange, you see mild weather. So that's where all the stormy weather is happening, as a big old gyroscope just rolling around the Canadian prairies, keeping the northeast cold and keeping us on that dry northwest flow. As I mentioned, it's coming at us in that direction. Well, that gets us to Monday, and then you'll watch what happens here. See the high? We'll go to Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then it falls apart. So by the time we get to next week, we get a zonal flow, a flow that comes basically from the west to the east, and that's going to give us a shot at getting some sort of moisture and precipitation around the area beginning on Tuesday of next week. Perfect timing. So we'll take a look at your day planner in the short term. Tomorrow's the day you want to be outdoors. Look at that, sunny skies, 74 in Port Lavaca. In Cuero, you're getting up to 76. And as I mentioned, as we go to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we've got beautiful sunny weather. Nice for Monday, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we start looking for a chance of getting some sort of at least drizzle or light rain around the area. That's your 7-day forecast, reminding everybody we do have a QR code. Love for you to scan that, put Crossroads Today on your